Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle. It's Friday the 24th of November 2023. I hope you are keeping well. The signs are not good that I'm going to play well here because I have actually, this is the third time I've tried to start the game. When I say tried to start, what I mean is I realized that I've filled in the digits incorrectly. I have to manually transfer the digits across. I use the Sudoku Exchange website for these videos. I use that website because it allows me to draw the lines up and down, highlight the lines up and down, and it makes it easy for me to demonstrate what I'm doing. Not because it's necessarily better than other Sudoku solvers, but it means that I have to transfer the digits manually from the newspapers into this, and I did it wrong twice already, and this is the third time. So that means I'm not being very observant. If I'm putting the wrong numbers at the start, that means what chance have I got of actually completing the Sudoku puzzle? Not much, I think. Probably because I'm not in a good mood. The reason I'm not in a good mood is because my work has been cancelled again. I have had 3 cancellations this week. I've had almost no work yet again. The situation is getting desperate. For those of you who live on a salary, you're okay. For people like me who need to work to eat, it's not good. I've been virtually unemployed for months, and I'm just hanging on, waiting for something to come along, because I know something is coming along quite soon, hopefully. But it's not good. So that's put me in a bad mood. Even if I do sometimes complain about having to do some work here or there, I like to do it. Certainly better than doing nothing. Shall we get on with the game of Sudoku as supplied by the New York Times? No, let's not, because let's talk about Sam Altman before we do that. Sam Altman, who's that, you say? I think I've heard that name before. Yeah, you might have done if you've been watching the news. I did mention him the other day as being kicked out of OpenAI. Seems to be quite a lot of mystery around about this guy and about what's going on at OpenAI. It's all very intrigue type stuff. Apparently, after he was kicked out, nearly everybody said that they threatened to resign unless they brought him back, and they decided to bring him back. But also, there is an article in The Guardian now discussing the possibility that they have been working on something so powerful that people are worried that it's dangerous. And apparently his sacking had nothing to do with that, but it's quite intriguing. I think we shouldn't, work on conspiracy theories or anything like that, but it's quite interesting, and I wonder if the news eventually leaks as to what it was all about. Okay, I'm going to begin now with our New York Times hard level puzzle. I've got 1s blocking in these directions, which will give me a 1 there, and that will put a 1 up there. That's how I'm going to start. Let's in fact go through the digits and see if I can spot something easy to get me started. When people sometimes say don't get me started when it comes to Sudoku, I have the opposite approach. I say do get me started, because I don't know where to begin. Well, that's led me to the discovery that 3s are in those squares. So 3s are there. We've got 3s like this, 3s like this. Down there, of course. So no, that's just 2. Just too symmetrical, isn't it? Okay. That's more like it. 4 like that. That will give me a 4 there. I don't know if the microphone is probably not picking this up because it's very quiet in the background, but I can hear my neighbour's little Ben, as I call it. There's an imitation. She has I don't know if it's a grandfather clock or something like that, but it plays the chimes of Big Ben, but it's quite small. So I guess it's little Ben. Ah, 6 and 9 block across here, so that's a pair of 6 and 9. This then is going to be a 7. 7 blocking across here and across here and up there will give me 7 in that square. I think this might be an 8. I think it might be an 8, but I'm not sure. Just, like I see a lot of intersecting digits here. First of all, I do notice that the 8 blocking this square means the 8s are going to be in those squares only, right? But I want to investigate this square here. So what can't it be? It can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm right. It is an 8. And it's just looking at that square and thinking, there's a lot attacking that square there. After I'd worked out we had a pair of 8s there. I don't think anything's changed from when I looked at the 3s before. I could see this game going on and on if I'm not careful. I think I'm going to put in some pencil marks to alleviate the stress. There's certainly some pencil marks we can do. Okay, let's do it. Can we? What can we do about the ones? Anything much? Not sure. Let's put in this 6-9 across here before I forget. Let's do these 3s as well, because I did work out several places for 3s. Oops. 3s are there. There. There, there, there. And there. All of those are 3. We have a pair of 2s in those squares. 2s are somewhere there. Pair over here. Well, that hasn't done a great deal for me. But remember, this is not a notation-free channel, so those people who are about to jump in and say, you could play it notation-free. Yes, okay, you can. I'm not going to. Now, the other digit up here, actually, what am I looking for? This is a 1 or a 2, isn't it? It's a pair of 1, 2. That's really not going to help, is it? Okay, so let's get on and put in some other digits. 1s are in those squares there, or 1s are in those squares there. What do we know about 2s across here? Still possible like that, I guess. 3s are done, 4s are done, 5s. So we get 5s somewhere there, and 5s somewhere there. 6 is done, 7 is done, 8 is done, and 9 is done. So this shoot across the top is okay now. Okay. So down here, 1 blocking like this, we get 1s in those squares. 4 blocking like this. It's not a pair of 3 or 4, by the way. 4 could appear down here. Fours. 5. 6 there, 7s. 8. 9 we've got. Alright, I'm going to put my glasses on, see if I can spot anything. Okay, not much. So 5 down here. 6. 7. 4. What do we know about 5? Nothing as I can see. Nope, haven't got it yet. So over here we've got 1 blocking there and across there, so 1 still possible there. 2. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 4, 5. No, that's not enough. I need 4 numbers for that. Nope, nope. Cancel that idea. That didn't work. That, on the other hand, looks to be 1, 2, 5, 9. That is 4 numbers, right? 1, 5, 2, 9, yes. So 4 numbers in those squares. So this 2 and 5 can go. And down here, 5 and 9 can disappear. And this 2, 5, and 9 can go. So we're left with 4, 7, 4, 8. There you go. I'm going to finish off the candidates here, and then I'm going to start looking for patterns, because I'm not sure how the game has changed by deleting some of those digits. It's probably easy just to find out here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks like this. So we get 5s in those squares. Do we know anything about 6? Don't see it. 7 blocks like this. 8 blocks like that. And 9 like this. Right, I'm going to click on the digits because there may now be some pointing pairs or something like that. Or there may just be a single down here, even better. That's going to be a 1. That's 2 up there, and that's a 5 there. Just do a little bit of cleaning up here. Like this can't be 2s, so that will be a 4 now, with an 8 there and a 2 there. Seven, 4, 4, 5, 8, 9. Get rid of those 9s. Get rid of that 9 and stick a 9 there. That's the only place for a 3 now. That's a 3, that's a 1. We just need a 7 to complete that. And we will get rid of all of those 7s. Got to get rid of 7s over here and put 7 there. Get rid of those. Give me a 2 there and 8 there. 8s, that will give me an 8 in this square. We'll get rid of those 8s and put our 8 here. This is a 6, this is an 8, this is a 5. So once the candidates are in, then it becomes much easier, right? As I usually say, I know those people who love to play the game without pencil marks and torture me, not torture yourself, torture me. Let's get rid of that 5 just to avoid any confusion. Right, okay. 6s now. We've got to get rid of those 6s there. We've got 6 9s just on. I just see this unique rectangle here, so I'm going to take away the 6 and the 9 from there as well. Don't think it's going to finish the game, but just might be useful later. Get rid of those 2s there. This can't be a 3 because we got a 3 in the bottom, so that's a 7, and that's a 4, and we will remove the 4s, which will give me a 3 there and a 4 there. 6, 2, 5, 3, 6, and 1, 7, 3, 6, 6, 9, 5 here, 9 there, 6 there, 9 there, and a 2 there. So that's the New York Times puzzle done with candidates, my preferred method. And that's it for the Black Friday and the New York Times. I'll see you around. I will be back later because I've got nothing better to do, I guess, except maybe go swimming. Bye bye.